MLB quite literally has no answer for Cal Raleigh, or as some people might call him, Big Dumper. What's up, everybody, and welcome into Bad for Baseball, the baddest baseball podcast on the internet, presented to you by Betway. I'm your host, Nicholas Playlog, joined alongside by Adam Peddle. It is time to just break down, evaluate, dive in to the ridiculous and remarkable season that Cal Raleigh is having right now, over there on the Seattle Mariners. What he is doing from the catching position, it is absolutely absurd, folks, and it honestly, could be making a play for MVP. Before we get into it, hit that like, smash the subscribe button, and let us know your thoughts about all this in the comments down below. He had one heck of a weekend, dude.
He did. He hit 4 home runs over the weekend at Wrigley Field. Also, you said Big Dumper. I thought it was so funny. That reminded me of an instance where he got into a scuffle with the umpire a few weeks ago, and the announcer was like, "Oh, Big Dumper's getting in on it." And I'm like, wow, I thought never in my life I'd hear an MLB announcer call someone Big Dumper. But anyways, he's awesome. But yeah, he hit 4 home runs over the weekend, and so far, guys, I mean, he's leading the league in home runs, and he's also setting absolute records right now in the MLB. When we look over here at just the most home runs before the All-Star break in Mariners history, he's at 31 home runs right now, 2025. The only 2 guys ahead of him, which is one guy, is Ken Griffey Jr. in 1994.
Only one guy behind him, too.
Yeah, I know. Oh, literally, yeah. It's only Ken Griffey Jr., but Cal Raleigh's right there. The leader is Ken Griffey Jr. in 1998, 35. He's got 3 weeks left. He could absolutely do it.
He could do that in one weekend, man. He just proved that he can make that up.
He just did it. If he does do that, let's say he does reach upper 30s, 40 before the All-Star break.
Yeah.
What's he on pace for? 70?
He could
literally
break the American League record.
Could break
right?
the record, the MLB record. At
sure,
that rate,
yeah,
right?
seriously.
Set by Barry Bonds.
Yeah, for real.
That's what kind of crazy season he's having. Speaking of Barry Bonds, look at this. 30-plus homers in teams' first 75 games of the season. He is right there with Barry Bonds and a lot of those other steroid users right there. But still, he is there amongst the greatest. This is just highlighting what an incredible season he's having.
Yeah, of course, right? And look, when I see a list like this, does it make me slightly concerned? A little bit. And I have been actually hearing, a little bit of discourse online about how people are wondering, it's okay, how did this happen?
We were just sitting here being okay, well, let's figure out how Big Dumper's doing it. And literally we don't know. I mean, we have a couple splits, but how is this all of a sudden happening?
That's the thing. How is he? Because again, you look at the numbers and flash over just season-long numbers and all the other shit. I mean, it's all crazy. It's actually just all insane. And frankly, we're gonna go talk about this other guy, Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge is making the MVP race very, very competitive, but in any other given season of any kind, it's not even remotely close right now. This would be your guy.
Yeah.
He's got an OPS well over 1. The WAR is 4.2 right now. Last year he won a Platinum Glove, so I assume that defensively he is also putting up quite a lot right now. 66 RBIs. How does
insane.
That... You know what I mean? And again, you look at years prior, and Cal Raleigh, very, very good player, right? But what were his stats last year, right? Just standard stats. I mean, 748 OPS, still very good, but not this.
Yeah, this starting to get ridiculous. Look at all the advanced metrics too. This year in 2025, a lot of red right there. The average velocity and barrels, what I'm really looking at. You look at the years before, it's still kind of the same, right? It's how is this all of a sudden translating into a lot more hits? I mean,
are we getting lucky, or what's I
what's
don't
going
know.
on right here, right? But the only stat I could really find is this is his 2024 splits, and he's a switch hitter, but as a right-handed batter, he was significantly worse in the right-hander's batter's box with a 696 OPS and a batting average below 200. And then you go over to this year, and he's actually batting better from the right-handed side than the left-handed side. He's batting .315 from the right-handed side. So I don't know if it's something he did in the offseason. He focused more on his right-handed hitting, but it doesn't matter because both sides, he has an OPS over 1,000.
Well, that's the thing, right? Whatever you can't. You actually don't have a matchup against Raleigh at all, right?
No,
there's nothing for you to do as a manager other than just throw out your best guy and hope that his stuff is going to be better than Cal's stuff, which so far this season, a lot of the time, It hasn't.
Yeah, no, it hasn't. So, that's Cal Raleigh right there. If someone knows in the comments down below what the hell's going on, especially if you're a Mariners fan, because we're not super close to the team, like, is there any sort of adjustment he's made to make him hit 31 homers and, question Aaron Judge?
Worst thing for baseball would be, if there was some type of PED scandal, which I really hope that there isn't. And again, that's just pure speculation, that's going on in the internet right now, just literally based off of how well he is doing. Yeah. Everyone's like, oh my God, this is so good. Something's got to be up, which, isn't always the case at all. We saw Aaron Judge break the AL home run record, a couple years back.
Juice balls. That actually was the thing, but, I mean, how much that weigh into it?
Exactly, right? So, it's tough to say, although, right now, definitely benefit of the doubt. Nothing legitimate has come out at all. Like, it sounds like he is doing this legit, which is just crazy.
He's got a juiced ass. That's what we know. Like,
literally,
there must be power in those butt cheeks. But Cal Raleigh is amazing. Now, how well is that amazing performance impacting his team? Well, you look right now at the Seattle Mariners, who for a while they were kind of falling out of it, and it felt like they were kind of, they were in the wild card, and then you had some people come up like the Tampa Bay Rays, the Toronto Blue Jays, and kind of take over that. Well, they're starting to come back just a little bit right now. In their last 10 games, they are 6 and they are 4, and they're right now tied with the Cleveland Guardians for that last wild card spot. And a big part of it, like obviously, is Cal Raleigh. And you look at that,
he is the part of it, right?
Because you look at that lineup, and you got a lot of solid average bats in there so far this year, like J.P. Crawford, Julio Rodriguez. Man, every time I look out over at the Seattle Mariners and Julio Rodriguez, I'm like, where is the elite bat that we've seen from years past? And it feels like he hasn't been getting cooking.
He's still got 2.4 WAR.
The defense,
the defense
really
has got to be factoring into that a lot. And I mean, 714 OPS is not like, that's not season-ending type thing. Like, I'm not going to get on you horrendously, but obviously, like, you want a guy like that to be better. But up and down the lineup, you're right. There are quality guys. Crawford's good. Rodriguez is still good. Polanco's fine. Like, there's definitely people in here that are nice. But this lineup would not even be remotely close to where they are right now if that guy wasn't in the middle, right? And he's still just an average offense. But if Cal Raleigh wasn't as incredible as what he was doing, and actually we know this because last year they had Cal Raleigh. He was down there at that 750 OPS mark, and it was one of the worst offenses in all of baseball, right? So having him be like literal Aaron Judge levels of production, maybe even better, that is what's taking them from being a terrible offense to an average offense, which has then allowed them to win some more games and get themselves into a wild card spot.
Yeah, especially because their pitching staff has not been nearly as good as it has been. Injuries have been a big factor, right, and the underperformances. So I think they were 21st ranked in ERA. Like, that's not the Seattle Mariners that we've come to know over the last couple of years. So, yeah, Cal Raleigh is a major part of it. And honestly, he needs to keep up this level of play for him to have a chance because they've always needed that big bat. Well, the big bat's Cal Raleigh, big dumper, and here he is, right? So he's got to keep it up, man.
Now, and I really hope that he keeps it up as well, just for the potential MVP argument that could be forming right now. Aaron Judge is undeniably doing a little bit more on the offensive side of the baseball. He's got a 1.195 OPS. Less RBIs, though. Less home runs, though. Batting average of 367, and the WAR is through the roof right now. I mean, if you're a big believer in WAR, then there you go. That being said, though, Cal Raleigh not that far behind. And if he was to have a Gold Glove or Platinum Glove season on top at the catching position, on top of maybe hitting 60 bombs, there starts to become a question as to who might be the actual MVP in the American League.
Yeah, like, I think if Aaron Judge slows down, then yes. But if Aaron Judge is hitting almost 370 and, like, if his WAR is over 10, because, like, I mean, what are some of the greatest WAR seasons of all time?
It's usually the double digits.
It's usually double digits, right? And there's only a handful of them that are really up there. He's already thrown up a couple double-digit WAR seasons. If he throws up another one, and his OPS is 1.2, and his batting average is this legit. It's the same argument with Cal Raleigh. Like, if Cal Raleigh hits 60 homers, he's got a case. If Aaron Judge is hitting the high 300s, he's got a case. Yep. It should be interesting to see who comes down the wire. Do you have any predictions on who eventually
Well,
I mean,
smart money right now is still saying Aaron Judge by honestly a pretty wide margin. Quick shout out here to Betway, everybody. Hit your picks, knock it out of the park with Betway. Please bet responsibly. Must be 19 years of age or older, but responsibly. Right now, the odds are 1.08 for Aaron Judge to be the MVP. So you bet $100, you only get $8 back if he ends up being MVP. I hate that.
I would not want to be.
No,
and
frankly,
it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense at all. And honestly, like, I think that that's doing a disservice to what Cal Raleigh's doing. I think that Aaron Judge is the favorite, but I do think that it is closer than that. Cal Raleigh right now, 8 times your money. Honestly, I'm smashing that because who's got an injury history? Aaron Judge. One injury, Cal Raleigh immediately becomes the heavy favorite right now. And even if Judge doesn't get injured, even if he just slows down a little bit and Raleigh keeps doing what he's doing, I mean, there's an actual chance that Cal Raleigh could break the AL home run record.
He could break Aaron Judge's record.
And then it's like if he does that on top of having a Gold Glove, like, what do we do here? You know what I mean? It's like.
Well, it's funny. You looked at the, most home runs hit, or 30-plus home runs by 75 games. I didn't see Aaron Judge's name on that list.
No.
I didn't. Even though he's a great, prolific home run hitter, I still didn't see it.
Exactly.
So, I'm curious. I kind of want Cal Raleigh, the big dumper, to break Aaron Judge's record.
Same.
And then have a legit conversation like that. Because, every year it's just going to be Aaron Judge.
Exactly, yeah. Like, and how often are we going to get to see a catching performance like this from a guy called Big
Dumper? What a joke. I mean, baseball's got to be more fun. What more fun than an MVP named Big Dumper?
Big Dumper.
Hell yeah.
Big MVP right there. Folks, let us know your thoughts about all this in the comments down below. Please hit that like button, smash the subscribe button. We will catch you next time.
Cheers.